All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy, Easy Money, a sports betting show, Wednesday, May 15th, 2024.
It's easy for you to say.
I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Not too bad. Still didn't do real great on my picks, but
I didn't have a bad night. I was, I think 5-3, if I remember right. I had one game that was postponed.
I did too. And the Reds won last night. Man.
Yeah, 6-2.
Hunter Green pitched pretty well.
He pitched pretty good his last start, too.
Yeah,
and
he did.
And they weren't able to win.
We got to get our bats going. Hopefully last night was the start.
Afternoon game today, hopefully they can.
Just here in a little bit.
Difficulties there. Trying to get everything going. Okay. Yeah, I went 5-3. Of course, I had the Pacers wrong at the +1.5. They got their ass kicked last night. Just didn't play with much effort. You're not going to win no games if you get out rebounded by, like, I think it was 24. I think there was like +24 in rebounds. New York was. Hell, the one guy, Harkenstein or whatever from New York, had like 17 offensive rebounds his fucking self or something. Not going to win many games like that.
I knew they was going to be ready to play, but
Pacers wasn't ready to play. Just not enough effort on the. I mean, if they rebound the ball, they could, because they were in that game until they even got being down a half by 15. You got up within 7 and it fell apart.
Yeah,
but they got to rebound it, and Halliburton has to play. Just shooting 6-7 shots a game. He wasn't aggressive at all last night. He was real passive last night. Didn't play nothing like he had the last 3 games. He went back to what he looked like game 1.
Yes, he did.
And even in the first half, Turner didn't have a whole lot of effect in the first half. He came out in that second half and got off to on fire, hit 3 threes in a row there. Again, that third quarter got the Pacers, helped get the Pacers close, but then after, like I said, after that, they couldn't get nothing going. I look for them to bounce back Friday with a big win. And then if they win Friday, it's going to be a tough game on Sunday. But
It's a 3:30 game too.
I think they could. They're capable of win. I mean, they can beat New York in New York. I think they proved that the first two games. They didn't win, but they were right there. Last night just wasn't much effort, but so
They got to be ready for New York on this next game on Friday because New York gonna come out. They're gonna swing again, so they got to be ready. And I thought the one of the keys McBride played, and McBride played very well. They putting him in the starting lineup made a big difference for them.
yeah. But I think a lot of that was our defense was just so terrible. They were trying to trap Brunson, and you leave him wide open.
Yeah.
And give him. I mean, yeah, you gotta give him credit. He hit the shots, but yeah, I don't know. And then we went back to trying to have Nimhard guard Brunson, which Brunson last night didn't matter who was on him. Even when Neesmith was on him last night, I think he shot like 50%. I mean, he had a good game last night. I don't think it mattered who was on him. He was on last night. Nuggets, Jokic goes off for 40, 42 points, and Nuggets win their third game in a row, lead the series 3-2 now after losing the first two games at home. I think they're going to close it out in their next game.
I would think so. I think a big thing there is that experience. Just that experience being there, and Edwards don't have enough help.
Well, yeah, Edwards didn't have a very good game last night. Shooting the ball, he hasn't had. Their defense hasn't been. The first two games, their defense was real effective. I mean, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they looked like it them first two games. But Denver has made some adjustments and has been able to relieve some of that pressure and been able to get going. I think some of it is Jokic being more aggressive.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Especially in that third quarter last night, it was like, give me the ball and I'm scoring. He had a couple threes. I mean, it's just.
And once he gets in that mindset and gets going, he's hard to stop, man. He's just so damn strong.
But and a big key for them has been Aaron Gordon's play the last three games too. When he's on, they're on.
Yeah, with Gordon playing like that and Jokic playing like he is right now, I don't know if they continue to play like that, there's anybody going to beat them. But, it's a long way to go still.
Bruins came up with a big win last night.
Big victory.
That surprised me. I didn't think they'd be able to get the win with missing Marchand. Just it seemed like Florida had all the momentum.
Yep. Now they're going back to Boston with a chance to tie it up 3-3. Coming up maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow or Friday, I can't remember. I remember saying it earlier.
Yeah, it could be Friday. You might be right.
But they because they said there's a chance that Marchand might be back.
Hey, Big Glenn.
Which I'd be big for Boston. And so I had that game wrong, but then I had the Oilers right. The Oilers got to win it over the Canucks.
Yeah, it's at the Canucks. I went 2-3, so I went 0-2 in my hockey. And 2-1 in my baseball. One of my baseball was rained out.
Yeah, baseball is 3-1. I had one game that was rained out. Only game I lost, I had the Mariners beating the Royals. And Mariners didn't beat the Royals.
What'd you think about the Fever's first game and Caitlin Clark's first regular season game?
Hey, how's it going, Glenn? First of all, I mean, she didn't have a great game. She had ended up having 10 turnovers. She ended up scoring 20 points. But the referee, I think the referee took her out of it a little bit at the beginning. They called two quick fouls on her that it even looked like she touched the girl, especially on one of them. And then she had to sit for a while. So I think that kind of helped. And there's going to be an adjustment on the speed of the game. I think that was some of the turnovers with some passes that she probably could have got away with in college that you're not going to get away with in WNBA because of the speed of the game. But I mean, it's the first game. I see a lot of people already trying to call her a bust and killing her, and it don't make no sense. I mean, everybody talks about how good Kelsey Plum and some of these other girls are or women are for like Vegas and these other teams. Kelsey Plum averaged like 13 points a game her rookie year.
Yeah, let it play out. I mean, it was one game.
I think Clark is going to average close to 20 points a game. I really do. She ended up with 20 tonight. She'll shoot the ball better. I mean, you're with a new team that you've only been with for a month and a half. It's your first game. You're still trying to build chemistry. Fever didn't look like they had a lot of chemistry. You could tell that the Sun team had been together longer. That Connecticut Sun team also was like the third best team in the WNBA last year. They have that Thomas on there who was like MVP runner up. So I mean, they're a good team. Fever won 13 games last season. That's why they were one reason is why they were number one pick again.
Yeah, let's give it a few games.
Fever have a young team. I think they're going to be better this year than they were last year. But I think people are just overreacting a little bit to what happened last night.
I seen where McAfee was talking, and I'm not saying it's true. I'm just going by what he was talking about, saying that there was people already had lower ticket prices already for the Fever games, and people putting tickets up, and after one game, people are so, I don't know what the right word even is.
Yeah, yes, Glenn, that was hilarious. They I don't know if you were watching when
seen some of it.
When they were bidding on cars at the Meacham auction live on the show. He bought one of the guys that worked for him. Ended up getting him a 02 Suburban or whatever for like $22,000 or something. And he almost bought another car. He's going there tomorrow. That dude will end up buying. He'll end up buying 3 or 4 cars. A couple years ago, he bought a Jeep. He never drives. he said, I need to go look at that tomorrow before I go there. He might remind me of some of my bad decisions.
he's something else, man. He's something else.
But yeah, I was cracking up during that. Yeah, they had the guy from the Meacham auctions open up the show yesterday.
Yeah, they're live in Indianapolis, right? The auction.
Yeah, been there pretty much all week. And Pat's going there. He was already been there once earlier in the week, but he's going back tomorrow because now they're not having the show the rest of the week.
Yep, because of golf. Damien don't like the NFL schedule already.
I haven't. Be honest with you, I mean, I know they'll announce like the whole schedule later. I know a lot of it got leaked, but I haven't looked at a whole lot of it yet.
How do you think these fans gonna feel about all the Christmas football games being on Netflix?
Yeah, well, it's just 2 games.
Okay, I didn't know how many there was.
Yeah, I mean 2 games on Christmas, but yeah, I mean you'll have some people complain, but you know what? All them people complained last year about games being on Peacock or whatever, and look how many people watch them games.
Well, I heard
Netflix has like 200 and something million subscribers.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, there's a lot of streaming services, and each service costs something. But
I've seen Comcast is coming out.
That's the new. I mean, that's what everything's moving to, and I mean, if you want to watch that stuff, that's how you're gonna have to watch it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
for some people, but I mean that's the way things are. Everything's getting away from your normal cable television.
Yeah, I've seen where Comcast is coming up with I guess a deal on the phone, some kind of package where you can get Netflix. I think it was even Peacock and another one at a special low rate, a package deal. There's like 3 services. And I seen Comcast was offering that. So, I mean, Comcast knows cable's not what it was. TV's not what it was. Other than sporting events still do good. Other than that, TV shows don't do very well.
No, and that's the thing. Netflix is trying to get in them. They're getting in live sports. I mean,
And
they just spent all that money with WWE. They've had golf on there now. Now they're getting into NFL. I mean,
the reason the wrestling does well, and even I think AEW is going to get a decent TV deal, is because it's most of it's live, and it's also every week. It's 52 weeks a year. Every Monday night, Wednesday night, whatever night the program's on. It's not just like a TV show that runs 13 weeks or 22 weeks. It's all year. It never stops. And I think and it also a lot of it hits the right age groups that they'd like to hit. They target.
yeah, Pacers were awful last night. I did hear on Christmas. What was it? Kansas City against Pittsburgh. And I think Baltimore against Houston. I mean, them could be two pretty good games. I think those are if I remember right, they were the Christmas Day games that'll be on Netflix.
Was there only 2 last year, or was there 3?
I don't remember.
I was thinking there was 3 because I remember one being on early because I was at the hospital, and that game was on like at noon or 1. So I was thinking maybe there was 3 Christmas games. I thought they added like a late game, like a 7. Yeah, last year I had an incident and I had to go to the hospital on Christmas Day. My leg swelled up.
Oh yeah, that was Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Christmas morning.
Yeah, I can't remember. I heard earlier. Maybe there is 3. Maybe only 2 of them are on Netflix. Maybe one's on another channel or something. I'm not sure. They play. I think they played. They've played 2 London games last year as well, Damien.
They get them every year because that owner is big
he
with
has
soccer.
He has a relationship with London.
They're big in London and UK. They're big.
They played 2 games. They played 2 games there last year as well. And that's part of it is that relationship. I think they've kind of made the Jags like their team. I think like London team.
They played at least 2 games every year for a while. I think. I don't think it's just last year. I think they've been doing it for a while.
I know they've been playing at least 1, but I thought last year was the first year they went to 2, but I'm not sure.
You might be right. I know they're usually one of the teams that always play for sure.
Well, because there was a rumor for a while that if the NFL talking about putting a team in London, that it was going to be the Jags, that the Jags would move. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because the Jags are getting ready to build a new. They're getting ready to build a new stadium. But hey, the cons like wasting money, so who knows? They might.
That's true. They got plenty.
They might build a stadium.
If they won't give some away, I'll take some. I won't even take that much. Just hell, 500,000 be plenty. I'm not greedy. I know you got billions, but I'm not greedy.
All right. Well, tonight we have NBA 2 games, Cavs and Celtics. Celtics are big favorites. I had it at 15.5. I'm waiting for it to come up, make sure it's still the same.
Damn. It's a lot of points.
Oh, yes, it's still at 15.5. Boston is a minus 1,600 favorite on the money line. Cavs are plus 900. I would say that Donovan Mitchell probably is not playing again with the spread being that big. I know they say it's a game time decision, but that 15.5 is a lot of points. But I'm going with Cleveland at the 15.5. I think Boston wins the game, but 15.5. I think it's going to be a closer game than that. Cavs got beat in a pretty close game last. Well, it went real close. I think they lost by 10, but they were able to keep it kind of close. I think it's going to be kind of the same. So I'm going to go with the Cavs at the plus 15.5. Then you have Dallas Mavericks at the OKC Thunder. Thunder are 4.5 point favorites at home, minus 186 on the money line. Mavericks are plus 154 on the money line. I'm going with Dallas at the plus 4.5. Dallas blew the last game, or they'd have a commanding lead right now instead of being 2-2. But I think Dallas is going to bounce back and get a big win tonight. I look for Luka to have a lot better game than what he's had the last couple. Do any NBA?
Nope. I'm consistent.
And then NHL, we got one game. Avalanche and Stars. Stars are up what, 3-1?
I believe so.
I'm taking the Stars on the money line at home.
Yeah, I am too.
And then Major League Baseball. You got quite a few games already playing. Toronto and Baltimore. Toronto's up 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Pirates are down 10-2 against the Brewers, bottom of the 8th. Marlins are up over the Tigers 2-0, bottom of the 9th. Nationals and White Sox are up 1-0 on the Nationals, bottom of the 5th. My first game, I'm going to take the Reds, Cincinnati Reds at the plus 1.5. On the road at the Diamondbacks. Reds got the win yesterday. They'll have Abbott on the mound tonight. I like the pitching matchup for the Reds. So I'm going to take the Reds at the plus 1.5. I'll take the Tampa Bay Rays money line at the Boston Red Sox. Excuse me. Wait a minute. No, I was wrong. I'm taking the Rays at the plus 1.5. And then we'll take the Athletics at the plus 1.5 on the road at the Astros. And we'll take the Cardinals money line against the Angels. So I'm going Reds plus 1.5, Rays plus 1.5, Athletics plus 1.5, and Cardinals money line.
Okay, my Major League Baseball picks. I went with Cincinnati on the road, money line over Arizona. I think they're going to win. I like Abbott. I'm going San Diego at home, money line against Colorado. I'm going with Seattle at home, money line over Kansas City. I'm going Philadelphia at home, money line over the Mets. I'm going Atlanta, money line over Chicago. And then I'm going Texas at home, money line over Cleveland. I'm on 6 games.
6.
Now, Damien, I completely disagree with you. I think the tournament, I think the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament's been great. I know they've had some injuries, but I think it's been really good with some really good matches. I think they're going to have a good card. I'm not. And one thing I like about the tournament, I'm not sure who's going to be in the finals. I don't know. I think they've done a real good job. I mean, I thought Dragunov was going to be Jey Uso, and big backlash on that. People saying it's a horrible booking decision. I was shocked that Jey won because I thought, he was a replacement for Drew McIntyre, so I didn't think they had plans for him to make it to the finals. I have no problem with making it to the finals, and I'm not saying it's a bad booking decision. People say, well, Dragunov could be wrestling Gunther right now. Well, he could wrestle him in 6 months. He could wrestle him in a year. Why did he have to wrestle him right now? People just, I don't know. But yeah, I completely disagree with him on that. I know you haven't seen a whole lot of it, but I think it's been very good.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it. But.
And I like the matchup of Cody against Logan Paul. What do you think of that match? I think it should be a great match. And
I think it'll be good. I didn't understand all the backlash from that either.
Well, the fact that it's champion, people, and it's for the belts. People say, well, how you gonna give Cody both belts? You ain't gonna give Logan. I think something's going to happen, and I think the match is going to get thrown out. Some people are predicting, and I don't know why they would attack Cody or why they would attack Logan Paul. A lot of people are predicting this is where Uncle Howdy in the group, whatever the group's going to be called, the Wyatt Six or whatever's going to show up. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't understand the backlash on that. I think it'll be a good match, and they'll figure out what they're going to do with the titles. And if they put both titles on one of them, they can take one of the titles off
Yeah.
of them. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty quick. Hell, if you put both titles on one of them, you could set up maybe a rematch between them two or something. I mean, there's different things you can do with it. So,
Yep.
And I like the direction Triple H has been going. So I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out fine.
It's weird growing up in wrestling, you know, and you same way. We didn't think about booking matches. You know, when you was growing up watching Bret Hart and all them guys, you were trying to book matches that, well, Bret Hart should be taking on Stone Cold, and there's no way that he should lose to Stone Cold, or you know, that wasn't a thing back then.
No.
That could be possible, but see, maybe the Firefly thing with him was planned. I thought it just happened organically there and over there where he come out and did the thing, and then now they're using it. And he says the Fireflies belong to him. Now, that is a possibility. Maybe they go after him. I mean, they got so many stories going on. Triple H is doing such a great job. Some big stories, some small stories. I love what they're doing with Chad Gable. I think they're doing a lot right. And I don't think there's any more wasted pay-per-views. I think they all have a meaning. Some are bigger than others, but I think they'll have a meaning. What do you think about that big fight coming up this Saturday, Chris? It got Fury against Usyk.
I forgot it was even this weekend.
I did too. So that was the fight I was really looking forward, but we're going to be busy. We're not going to be here. Because by the time we'll be, well.
When's the fight on?
Well, it's in Saudi Arabia, so it'll be on about probably going to the ring about 6 p.m.
What day?
Saturday.
When am I not going on?
Yes, we do. Don't start.
We got nothing going on. We go.
Don't even say it.
Oh man. No, but we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Like, follow on Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all Gonzo Sports Room as well. Join us tonight, 9 o'clock. We'll be airing the WCWO wrestling that we recorded last Saturday in Lebanon, Indiana. Lebanon Lockdown. Great show, so check it out tonight, 9 o'clock. Also, don't forget this weekend, DCCW, WCWO benefit for the MPD K9 unit at the Delaware County Fairgrounds. Come check out that show. They're going to have 2 rings set up. Should be a great night. Do you have anything else?
No, we'll be at Warrior Pro on Sunday. In Danville, Indiana also. So
Yep.
Got a couple of good shows that we're going to be doing this weekend. So definitely check them out. Check out that show tonight. I'm telling you, won't be disappointed. 9 o'clock.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.